Question number 1. In the paragraph 2, why was it important to emphasize that Queen Elizabeth was present with troops? How did she make it a symbol?
It is up to the Queen to reassure her troops that she is present and that the troops are fighting alongside her, rather than just for her. To motivate them to bravely and heartily fight for the liberation and love of the people of their nation. She stands in for her people as a representation of respect and support.
Queen Elizabeth did not just stand for herself but stand for us women, and she fought for her gender equality.
She had just given a rousing speech that not only demonstrated her authority as queen, but also contributed to England's success in the conflict.
One inspired her soldiers. She put herself in danger by joining them, and she represents respect and adherence to her people.
There that she have the body of a frail and feeble lady, but she have the heart and stomach of a king. In my opinion, no matter what gender you have, you can do a lot of good thing. A woman should not be treated differently simply because she is woman. You can be a good leader no matter what your gender is.
As being a queen, it is important the presence of her a inspiration to her soldiers. By putting herself to danger, she is a symbol of respect.
She did not show that she is weak, but she proved that she is strong and can also fight, just like the soldiers. She is a woman, but also she has the heart of a man that can lead her troops and country win.
Queen Elizabeth appeared and delivered a speech to encourage her forces in the upcoming battle and to convey reassurance and sympathy to her citizens.
The presence of Queen Elizabeth caused her soldiers to be inspired. Queen Elizabeth is a symbol of respect because she put herself in danger by joining them.
Based on the paragraph 2, Queen Elizabeth showed her ability to emphasize her troops as a stronger, dependent woman. Even she is a feeble queen, it takes herself as a general to show to the people how she is audacious despite of Spanish Armada.
A symbol. Her presence was an inspiration to her soldier. She is a symbol of respect and support for her people.
As a loyal soldier, the desire to serve the queen or the king is a great honor. Their life is dedicated to serve and protect the kingdom. The presence of Queen Elizabeth I gave them enough strength and determination to fight for their kingdom.
How does she use pathos and ethos in the same paragraph?
Kids' moral character, which instills trust and authority in the audience, and she adds an emotional touch to her speech, making it cater to the audience's emotions.
Queen Elizabeth's position as the monarch of England gave her an ethos. She is aware that she must represent herself as an equal to her people while still demonstrating her authority and strength in this speech. She successfully completes this challenge, winning the nation's hearts in the process.
When she said, "I have placed my chiefest strength and safeguard in the loyal hearts and good right to decide my subjects," she was employing the rhetorical device of ideology. The fact that she was capable of delivering this declaration successfully demonstrates why she ought to be England's monarch. It demonstrates that she is an authoritative and reliable queen. Her remarks contain elements of pathos, such as, "In the midst of the battle, to live and die among we all, to lay down for my God and for my kingdom, and for my people, my honor and my blood, even in the dust." Elizabeth has been capable of connecting with both the soul of her troops and also the individuals of her country. As a result of using these powerful words, they experience feelings of comfort as well as safeguards because of the Queen's demonstration that she was competent to fight with them.
She used pathos and ethos by preparing her troops and attempting to build a personal connection, and to encourage her people while freely asserting her supremacy and ultimately helping them to see the necessity of fighting against Spain.
Queen Elizabeth has the appeal of ethos just by her nature and who she is as queen. She has respect and authority over England, and her subjects give her credibility to which she has over them. While she uses the appeal to pathos by referring to her people as loving. To her troops, this was to be a reminder for them that their loyal queen was counting on them to remain gallant and brave as they face the Spanish Armada.
Queen Elizabeth used pathos and ethos with the explicit goal of motivating her troops, aiming to establish personal connection with them and to encourage them while discreetly exerting her power and ultimately assisting them in seeing the importance of fighting against.
Since she was a woman, enrolled a whole army of people to fight for her, but in order to save herself and her kingdom of Protestant, she needed them. With the stated goal of motivating her troops, Queen Elizabeth employs pathos and ethos in an effort to establish a personal connection with encourage her people while subtly asserting her dominance, ultimately assisting them in realizing the necessity fighting against.
Number 2, in her speech, she expressed her own character and emotions at the same time.
She is aware that she will show herself as an equal those around her, while at the same time, she is shown her power and authority in this speech.
Get troops' attentions to her, and ethos to obtain the emotion and inspired her troops from the Spanish.
Yes, when she say, I have the body but a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king.
She used her pathos and ethos as one of his troops to show her support.
Number 3. What is the main idea of the paragraph 3?
The main idea in the whole paragraph is that the Queen made this victory famous as one of the England's greatest military achievements, to recognize and honor the troops' hard work, and that the impact of the victory of the nation's self-confidence cannot be overstated.
Place this challenge, winning the nation's hearts in the process. Number 3. What is the main idea of paragraph 3? Her lieutenant general will defend her and carry out his orders while they are at war. She believes and expects that they will follow his commands since he is a worthy general. Their victory over the enemies is assured if they obey his orders and fight heroically to the extent of their abilities.
The speech acknowledged Queen Elizabeth's authority to rule England while urging soldiers to defend against a Spanish invasion.
She honored her troops and gave thanks to her troops for their hard works.
In order to inspire her troops in light of the impending Spanish conflict.
Paragraph 3 is all about how Queen Elizabeth instigated the troops that their fight is for worthy cause and that their noble action of defending their country will not go unnoticed by the Queen and the people of England. It is also about her Lieutenant General will act in her place and focusing on fighting victory over their enemies in guaranteed.
The main idea is Queen Elizabeth I is telling everyone that she will be fair to everyone and serve right everyone as a queen.
Able to show the courage and achievement they have done and let his troops know the hard work to win it will have a big impact on the entire village.
They must trust the leadership and decision of their general to achieve the victory.
Queen is encouraged them as their command general to be brave in a battle.
I think it symbolizes of the famous victory of her kingdom of Queen Elizabeth from those enemies.
Question number 4. What does she emphasize that she is a body of woman but the heart and stomach of the king? What does it mean?
She has the heart and stomach of queen which shows the mental strength she has as a leader. Queen Elizabeth I did a comparison to a king because she wants to be seen in the same way as a man, who are frequently considered to be more traditional figures in the war.
That means that although her physical appearance may not be that of a monarch, on the heart, she feels just like one.
In this part, she demonstrates that she was a strong and courageous monarch. It indicates that regardless of the fact that she is a female, Elizabeth possessed the skills necessary to command or defend England at any cost.
She admits that although she may not have a king body, she nevertheless feels like one on the inside. Elizabeth elevates herself above the European princess while also instilling a sense of superiority in the English people by distinguishing between a king.
She highlights her character's duality as a symbol of hope for the people. Queen Elizabeth emphasized as a queen with a woman's body and a king's heart and stomach because her bodily weakness as a woman is overcome by her metaphorical representation of her inward strength and strength of a king.
Elizabeth elevates herself above the European prince while also equating the people of England with those people of Europe by distinguishing between a queen and a king of England.
This is for gender equality. They can't belittle the strength of a woman.
The purpose of Queen Elizabeth emphasizing that she has the body of a woman but the heart and stomach of a king is to persuade the troops that she is a capable commander and leader as well as their nation's king.
To me, in our view, she dresses and walks like a woman, but her heart is like a king. Isn't a man hard-hearted not just because she is still a queen?
It means that the gender is not the basis of having the right decision, that man and woman is created as equal.
It symbolizes that Queen Elizabeth has her own ability and she is stronger enough to defend her kingdom against the enemy.
To show her courage and leadership to her troops as a king and not as a woman.
Question number 5. Why does she tell them that they will be victorious? What is her purpose?
It is because they are indeed victorious. The impact of a victory on the nation's self-confidence cannot be overstated. The queen saying that they are victorious only means that she is recognizing and honoring the troops' hard work.
She came to believe that its troops' dedication to one another, ability to work together, and bravery would be the factors that led to England's triumph. So she reassured them that they will be achieve victory. In addition, for the purpose of boosting their morale and encouraging them to prevail with the conflict.
Victorious. What is her purpose? She is encouraging her soldiers to be brave, and that is exactly why she was doing it. Having to imply that a woman reigned over a large number of males, she wants to convince them that if they obey her and serve her, England will win.
Because she assures her troops that she has the courage of king and that this courage is multiplied because an English monarch has more heart than a ruler in charge of another country, despite the fact that she is a woman and is not perceived to have the strength and fortitude of a man.
She claimed that they will win because she encouraged her people to believe that victory is in their hands, by assuring her warriors that she has the courage of a king and that this courage is doubled. Her objective is to convince the people of England to trust her and believe in their troops.
Her motivates are clear that she is pushing her soldiers to be courageous, having to also suggest that a woman can rule over 1,000 of men, and her purpose is to persuade them that victory will be England's if they trust and serve under her.
She assured her troops that she has the courage of a king and that this courage is multiplied because an English monarch has more heart than a ruler in charge of another country, despite the fact that she is a woman and not perceived to have strength and fortitude of a man. She criticized the innovation, claiming that the sheer fact that she is a woman was given these foreign invaders more confidence. Just as any male monarch would be at the thought of an invasion by the Europeans, she will enter battle herself rather than allow an innovation to succeed. Choosing to perish in the trump of protecting her land of being captured, she will be rewarded for the brave soldier who fight with her.
Her purpose is to pursue that victory will be England's if they trust and serve into her.
I think the purpose of the Queen Elizabeth is to encourage and motivate her troops to be stronger, independent people, to make the kingdom be free against.
Her purpose is to give them strength and encouragement to fight for their kingdom.
Because she wants to give courage to her troops so that they don't lose hope to defend their country.